From the ESPN studios, Rog. And the crap part of Her Name is Rio.
Oh, love it.
Here we are. I'll tell you, you got your hat on.
Got a bit of the World Cup fever.
Yeah, you do.
Start all this pre-season World Cup, which we've been watching the past couple of days.
Yeah.
Ends tomorrow when the US take the field.
And the real World Cup actually starts.
Yeah,
you know, we've made a few decorations to our room. There, look, Bob Lee is up there. His headshot is up on the wall.
He signed it.
He did.
He says, I am a role model for today's American youth.
Did.
Bob
he
Lee.
did sign it.
And he spells it L-E-E-E-E-E. So I'm not sure if it's real or not.
Yeah.
But it's beautiful. It's very, very handsome. And it's perfumed as well. So tonight, captivity in this boot room, in this panic room, Bob Lee's panic room, feels a little bit cozier. Perhaps also because it's Father's Day.
Yeah, it is. Happy Father's Day, everybody out there.
Say happy Father's Day to everybody out there, but one father in particular who we are so grateful to, and we want to thank from the bottom of our hearts.
Yeah.
It's Bob Bradley.
Yeah.
Thank you, Bob.
For Michael.
For Michael.
Yeah.
You give us hope. Phrenology's Michael Bradley. He's our man. 24. I wonder what he's thinking now, Davo. What do you think? What do you think? He's in his... I'm sure he's in his hotel room.
Okay, I thought he was going to ask me what he was wearing.
Well, I think we both know he's probably stripped down. He's probably looking at himself in the mirror, I imagine.
Yeah.
What's he thinking? The eve of possibly the biggest game in his career. The world is watching, but the USA...
I think he's thinking...
is hardly breathing.
Biggest win so far of these, first games through the first 4 match days. 5-1, Holland over Spain. I think he's thinking, better do 6-0. Better put 6 past them.
Yep.
Not concede.
Yep.
We definitely don't want to score too early. We're going to wait at least 20 minutes to score our first goal.
Sometimes I think you can see inside people's minds, David, because I'm sure that's exactly what he is thinking. But it's been a hell of a day. Before we talk a little bit about tomorrow, which I am more than a little excited for,
you
I have
are
to
a little.
say, the campaign to glory, Group G, G for go, go, USA, G for God bless America, G for...
Gotterdammerung.
Yeah, well, maybe. G for Guter, good Jürgen.
Yeah.
That all starts tomorrow. But today, we had a lot of games. We had a modicum of technology. We had a modicum of controversy. We had a bit of Sepp Blatter booing.
Yeah, we did have a bit of that.
We had little Lionel Messi, little bit of 2 different kinds of sick moments.
Skip, strike.
Yeah. Where do you want to start?
I don't know. Up to you, Rog.
Well, let's start.
Let's take the George Michael sports machine. Where do you want to go? Switzerland, Ecuador?
I'd like to start, to be candid, with a bit of France.
Okay, let's go to France.
France,
Honduras.
I mean, Switzerland, Ecuador, it has to be said, what a phenomenal game of football.
Yeah.
Thank you to both teams.
Yeah, what did Ecuador do?
They decided that they did not want to be involved with the shame of having a draw in this World Cup, to be involved firstly. No one wants to sully themselves with a draw.
Yeah.
I thought they were very, very honourable.
Yeah.
Allowing the Swiss to...
Yeah, score.
No, you, sir. Please, sir. Please.
Yeah.
We don't... Draws are so gauche at this
we
point.
don't want to... There has not been a single draw in the World Cup.
They class A. That's because the
American
FIFA script
soccer,
writers...
American soccer haters are hating this World Cup right now. It's too high scoring.
Yep.
There are no draws. There aren't even many men rolling around with fake injuries.
Yeah, it's a bit annoying.
Yeah.
Fred, we're looking at you. But the France game, David, fascinating, fascinating, because only FIFA.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Perfectly run World Cup.
Yeah, perfectly run. And your technology was used for the first time ever, David, and we found that really rather interesting. And
well, it's been used a lot, Rog. It's been used to
possibly too much.
It's been. Well, I don't know that we can say that. It's been used because sometimes when the ball hits the back of the net, as we found with Raheem Sterling's shot yesterday for England, you do need to know that it crossed the line. It might have hit the back of the net.
Yeah.
But it might not have got there by crossing the line. It could have gone in some other way.
Yeah.
So until we know, we don't really celebrate.
Yeah.
But today, in the France-Honduras game, Benzema, his second goal, Rog, hits it into the post.
Pachow.
No goal. Because it did not cross the line.
No goal.
It comes back, it hits the goalie.
Le goalkeeper.
Who let it go out of his hands a little. And it seemed to maybe go a little bit, or maybe not, over the line.
Yeah.
Replays inconclusive. No replay would have told you it crossed the line, but goal line technology, which of course is infallible.
It took them a little time to come up with the goal line technology, but I'm not saying there was CGI involved.
There are no rubber bands, scotch tape. It's not done like that.
It kind of is. Go on. Because when they showed the goal, the ball was over the line by about
a millimetre.
3'6".
No, it's about a millimetre. And I'm sure it's infallible because FIFA are never wrong.
Yeah. Who would
never
question it? Who would dare?
So,
who has the temerity?
Goal.
Yeah.
Goal.
Yeah.
No controversy.
No. To me, my takeaway from this was that only FIFA would invent a form of goal line technology where they didn't use the Hawkwind. Hawkwind.
The one that's
they
used
didn't
in
even use
Premier League and in every tennis tournament all around the world. The most accurate form of video technology ever used. You don't want to use that one.
The owner of that one doesn't have a personal relationship with someone at FIFA, so they develop their own.
Within their rights.
Which may or may not work. All we're going to say is only FIFA would create a form of goal line technology that increases the controversy around the game rather than diminishes it.
Because the narrative is better than football.
Yeah, it's so true.
Controversy is good.
So true.
You don't want definitive technology, Rog.
I'm going to segue for a quick second. I do actually believe on that point that controversy is what drives you to football. The pain of losing, the pain of being cheated lasts forever. The pleasure of winning is very, very temporary, and I can tell you that as an Everton fan. However, hats off to France. Benzema, 2 goals. Yeah. 2 goals. We were chatting to our new mate, Ruud Gullit.
Yeah.
And he said, we talked about that 3rd goal, and he was adamant that Benzema should have had a hat-trick. We said, what would you do if you were Benzema? And what did he say? Claim it! Claim it! Great phrase.
Well, to be fair, that was Ruud van Nistelrooy.
Yeah. What did I say?
Ruud Gullit.
I just love saying Gullit.
But you know what? Van Nistelrooy might be pronounced Gullit in Dutch. We don't know. Do you know what I've realised, Rog? I'm not wearing my blazer.
You disgust me. You're also wearing
But I'm wearing denim. I'm wearing denim.
Can I say we're so suboptimal tonight?
We're so rushed. We're doing so much content in about 15 minutes right now.
Yeah, we're going to rush out and do another thing, come back in, be locked into this place for another 24 hours. I also want to wish my wife happy birthday. I love you, babe.
And I would also like to wish Roger's wife a happy birthday.
But Ruud van Nistelrooy, fascinating guy.
Yeah.
There's not a single infomercial that appears on your television in between games that his father has not purchased. That black hose pipe, which
stretches
and then
Mr. Van Nistelrooy, he's got one of those.
Yeah, he says it's a very, very good
product. Blue snood that you can wear as a hat or around your neck, or you can fish with it, I think. He's got 2 of those.
Loves them. So anyone who's watching, any GFOPs who have an infomercial, make sure you send it to Aachen in Holland, because you'll do very, very good business. Yeah. Well done, Benzema. Well done, France. Nice to get away. And then the main event, David. The main event.
Argentina versus Bosnia.
Can we just tell
you? And Herzegovina.
Can we just tell you? I was a bit... The disappointment for me, this was not played on a field that had 3 goals.
It really should have been. It should have looked like Quidditch.
I was so excited for this game. You were excited at home because Lionel Messi was about to take the field. Could he, would he, should he, whither, hither, all that stuff. Yeah. For me, I was like, we're going to see Yesterday, we saw the first World Cup game in the Amazon. Yeah. Today, in my imagination, we were going to see the first ever World Cup game on a triangular pitch with 3 goals. Let the 3 go.
With a Jabalani.
Yeah,
they could have used a Jabalani.
That would have been crazy, a Jabalani.
Yeah, okay, would have been a step too far.
Players. It would have been amazing. A battle royale. It didn't happen. There were 22. Before we get there, we have to describe what it's been like to live in this city for the past 24 hours. Yeah. Because Copacabana Beach, David, has been
packed with Argentinians. I mean, packed.
No, packed
with Argentinians. I mean, Argentinians, more Argentinians than Brazilians right now in Rio.
I felt like a Falkland Islander.
Circa 1982.
Honestly, we were we were wandering around. We were wandering around our own at Copacabana. Yeah. And Davo and I, as an emergency, we stopped speaking like this, and we started a feign American accents.
Yeah, exactly. We didn't want to be we didn't want anybody. Yeah, I was like soccer. Yeah.
I can only do.
It's ESPN's Paul
my
Carr.
God! It's ESPN's Paul Carr.
Yeah, put that on.
Yeah, come here. We're going to go with Indy. Get down here. This is Paul Carr. You know this man as at Paul Carr ESPN.
At PCAR ESPN.
Excuse me. I know him as at Paul Carr ESPN because I tweet the wrong person on a regular basis.
That guy's really mad at you, buddy.
He is. It's like the at AVB thing.
Right.
But this gentleman, he's the guy who makes up everything that's going to happen in the game and then before the game and then just idly kind of tweets out the statistics which you've already pre-planned.
Right. Once you map the game out, the games aren't quite as interesting, but you still get caught up in the emotion.
Yeah, but you know exactly what's going to happen before it happens.
Yes.
And you're also the inventor of the SPI. Just say yes, you are.
Yes, I am.
No, you are. He's also Nate Silver. So let's talk about something that a lot of America is talking about.
Okay.
Can you defend the attack on SPI from people who believe at this point kind of science has moved on, and whereas Nate was very good with the numbers and the adding and the constructs and the kind of crunching number stuff, cupcake technology is probably a better and more accurate prognosticator for football in the future. Can you defend SPI?
You know, it's hard to defend it. It's hard to defend SPI against something as technologically advanced as World Cupcakes.
Yeah.
So I haven't quite found a way to manipulate the numbers to do that yet.
Yep.
But I am very confident and comfortable in saying that SPI is far better than the FIFA rankings for a variety of reasons.
So there we have it. Let's put them in the ranking. Number 1, cupcakes. Number 2, what's your thing called?
SPI.
And number 3, we're not dissing you, FIFA, because we like you.
It's great drama.
This was a good run.
By the way, just want to say, I feel like I've moved from a pundit to being a host, so I need to put on my host face. And say thank you very much for coming on the show. It's been great to be with you. On with the horse pills. Paul Carr. Thank you, sir. Oh, God, I've got so much. I'm going to start using these when I feel a little down. When I feel a little down in life, Davo, just going to put one of these on my face and life feels brighter again. A little more handsome. Oh, I've had some work done. So here's the story. We're walking around Copacabana.
Where are we right now? I've left because I left up before we started with Paul Carr. Where are we right now? Where are we in today's story?
We're talking about Copacabana. You and I are walking around.
Yeah.
You're doing an American accent.
Yeah, sucker.
We had a great question from @Coach Mike Picks, who says, Ant-Man in Blazers, how do Rog and Davo's American accent sound? I bet @Rog Bennett is a surfer dude, and @Embassy Davis is Bostonian.
I don't do Boston. I can't do that accent.
I'm going to be honest with you. I can't do any American. I can say one phrase in American. That's all. My wife will tell you I'm the worst. I've lived here for decades.
Yeah.
Decades. I mean, I was here kind of around, I moved here about 1732. I can do one phrase still.
Which is?
$1 million!
No, $1 million.
I can do
it's got to be dollars.
And I can say, hooray for Hollywood!
No, Hollywood.
But I can say that, but I can do only one impression, which is Jurgen Klinsmann, bizarrely. Good, Josie! Good! Good, Josie!
That is Jurgen Klinsmann.
Julian, good! So I've watched him a lot over the past couple of months. I can't do an American accent. So I found today a bit discombobulating. It's honestly... and then you saw them at the Maracana. This symbol of everything that's great in Brazilian.
Good-looking stadium tonight.
It felt like it was in BA. It felt like we were not in Rio anymore. It felt like we were in Argentina. And it felt so atmospheric. And then the stuffing was taken out of the game, you could say. Because the Bosnians, fascinating gambit. They knew this was the World Cup of don't score too early.
Paul Carr, he let us know 5 of the 10 games preceding this one, Rog.
Yeah.
The team that scored first lost.
Yep.
So what did Bosnia do?
Well, this was a night for... They knew Argentina were going to come at them.
Yeah.
I mean, we had another great tweet from @THI47 who said, Messi at 6, Manu versus Miami at 8 tonight is potentially the most beautiful in Argentina's history since the risings of Juan Gelman. Beautiful tweet. And probably true. And Bosnia knew that, so they thought that they would trick. They thought they would game the system, the don't score too early system.
It was a bold tactical decision.
Gambit. It was a cunning gambit.
Yeah.
And Syed Kalashnik scored the fastest in goal in World Cup history within 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Trying to force Argentina
way too early. He was trying to score in record early time. He was trying to break a world record for too early.
Which raises a question for tomorrow's big game, which is, and it was sent in to us by @EvanMB. Can you read it out for me?
Okay, here we go. Should the USA have an opportunity to score too early tomorrow, should they just kick it off Ghana player for an own goal? Well, I think we saw tonight that bold tactical decision was not very smart.
Well, as a lot of you have pointed out today, probably if it was Bob Bradley's gambit in 2010, many of you have told us where USA conceded always within the first 5 minutes, that probably would have got them at least into the semi-finals this time around. Happy Father's Day, Bob Bradley. So they scored, and then the stuffing went out of the game.
It was done. Game was over.
We were all there to coronate.
After
we were all there to see a wonder.
amazing-
We were all there to see wonder.
After yesterday's amazing day of football and 2 fantastic games earlier today, suddenly we just had a wah, wah, wah of a game. We were watching ABC World News on the other monitor for most of the time.
Funny lineup for Argentina.
Casey Kasem.
Funny for... What a man. What a man. America.
Shaggy. The voice of Shaggy.
Yeah.
I do an impression of Scooby-Doo.
Save it for the end of this show. That's going to be our closing number.
Okay.
I love Casey Kasem. I
Yeah.
love America. Seriously. We miss you very much.
Mm-hmm.
USA are going to go out and win one for Casey tomorrow.
Yeah.
Callum. They like to creative force that 3-5-2.
Yeah.
And it meant that Lionel Messi, we're all there to see you, Lionel. Do your thing, Lionel. But Lionel Messi kept having to drop back deeper and deeper and deeper just to find the ball. He's been so nervous in the run-up. He's been vomiting in training. Little bit of a release in the first half.
Yes.
In fact, he looked a little bit like we do after we go to the canteen here across the road. What's the restaurant called?
I think it's called Imprimatur.
Yeah, it's amazing. If anyone
Which I
here
believe
is
is
in
Portuguese for stomachache.
for botulism.
Yeah.
And then they changed things up at half-time. Higuain came on.
Yeah.
Gago. I love Gago. Came
I
on.
love a bit of Gago.
Yeah, and they turned it into a more kind of a shape that served Messi. And then that moment happened. He scored his second World Cup goal.
Oh, he skipped. Was he going to shoot? Is he going to shoot? It's like hold. Fire shot from outside of the post. In. Right. Goal line technology. It's in.
Messi
Bam, goal.
1, narrative 0.
Yes.
At Sheer Power said to us, that Messi goal, it was a great Robin impression.
Yeah.
It was a great Robin impression.
Yeah.
What do you think Lionel Messi was thinking when that ball went in, David?
Well, it's funny. We did get a tweet from Thomas Hart. Love how Messi continues to score while looking like a middle-aged car insurance salesman. He does look a little bit
He
like a
always
middle-aged
looks like
car
someone
insurance
exiting very shamefully a supercut for a $10 haircut. I've never
Nothing
seen
to
a
be ashamed of.
No, I love supercuts.
What do I
wish
think he was
could go
thinking
there.
of? I think he just was thinking,
I'm 1 goal closer to Landon Donovan's haul. I'm after you, LD.
yeah, maybe.
You think?
I don't know.
But
Who can get in the mind of a guy like Messi?
If
I mean,
you
who
can't,
can
David,
get in that mind?
if
I
you
can't get in Messi's mind.
You can get in this man's mind.
Bob Lee. Although now that I've met Mike Tirico,
That's the Fort Knox of minds.
but now that I've met Mike Tirico, it's making me reevaluate Bob Lee.
We thought Bob Lee was the happiest man in the world.
Yeah.
Mike Tirico makes him seem downright
Yeah, a little down.
a little gloomy.
Yeah, a little gloomy.
The reality is,
yeah.
what a World Cup. The big 3 at the World Cup, David.
Yeah.
Neymar,
Yeah.
2 goals.
Yeah.
Lionel Messi, 1 goal.
Yeah.
Not to pile the pressure on, but Josie,
Yeah.
your turn.
Your turn next.
Don't let us down.
That's very, very true.
Courage.
Very, very true. So, I would say good performance by Argentina.
We were a bit bored. We did chat with Ruud van Nistelrooy about Davo playing tennis against Ruud van Nistelrooy.
I think that's going to happen. We're
It
going
is
to
gonna
record
happen.
that.
Ruud van Nistelrooy did my makeup tonight.
But so far, you'd have to say, Brazil, they showed up that opening night against Croatia, but might have got a little fortunate with 1 or 2 of the calls in that game. I'd have to say the most impressive performance of the World Cup, definitely Holland, the 5-1 demolition of Spain. I thought Italy against England were superb in that game, Italy. And right now, this is the World Cup. It's a World Cup of many things, but it's the World Cup of openness. Lots CONCACAF.
The World Cup
and
of CONCACAF.
openness.
It is
but
the World
it is
Cup
the
of
World Cup
CONCACAF.
where
It is.
lots of different teams. I got to tell you,
Do you-
Costa Rica, arguably the best team performances, but Costa Rica were unbelievable.
No,
Rod.
it was not. I don't know if that's a C for the people at home.
No, it's not.
That's a C for you.
That's a C.
CONCACAF.
Yes.
That's the signal.
Costa.
CONCACAF.
Costa Rica.
It is. No,
Yeah.
this is why Davo came up with, and
Yeah.
Honduras kind of cocked it up a little bit, but you came out with a logic, because a lot of us are very stressed tonight. A lot of you are asking great questions of us that we're not going to be able to answer. At
Yeah.
JB Rodin. Tomorrow we're going to find out why does the USA national anthem sound so much better than everyone else's. We'll get to the answer to that tomorrow. But Davo, you've come up with science, you've come up with logic about why the US should have no fear tomorrow.
Well, look, what happened in the... Let's look at some CONCACAF performances, ignoring Honduras' performance against France today. There's no point in because Honduras, it's the Honduran exception. We all know about it. Let's take the Honduran exception. Let's look at CONCACAF's performances so far. Costa Rica, beat Uruguay. On the whole, there's a belief that CONMEBOL is stronger than CONCACAF. Not on that evidence. Costa Rica, they didn't finish first in the Hex, Rog, and yet they destroyed a team from South America. Only a South American team has ever won the Cup. They destroyed them. So very good.
What you said to me this morning at lunch,
well, that's one good thing.
You said, so that proves that the USA, therefore, are better than all the South American
Everyone in
teams.
South America. I think it's a slight leap, but it's close.
Science.
But perhaps bigger. If you're not going to accept that, let's just look at, in the George Michael Sports Machine, let's go back to match day 2.
Ka-chow.
Mexico versus Cameroon. Wet Herrera.
Yep.
His guys.
Mexico, a terrible CONCACAF. We're almost ashamed that they're from CONCACAF. They're that bad.
1-0 against Cameroon. At that point, that means everyone in CONCACAF is better than everyone in Africa.
Yeah.
Ergo, the US men's national team 6, Ghana 0.
That's all. I actually see 10-0.
Well, see, that's where I believe in cupcakes and logic.
Yeah.
You're putting
SPI.
stronger stuff in. You're adding in the SPI. I got you. Okay.
So we're very excited for tomorrow. In all seriousness, I mean, speaking a lot to Jurgen Klinsmann in the past couple of months, working on the Inside series. I mean, his take is ultimately tomorrow, and we're going to chat about it. We're going to tape a preview very, very shortly. Tomorrow is going to be all about confidence. It's going to be all about another C, CONCACAF. To me, CONCACAF does equal. The 5th child that I will have with my wife when I get home, we are going to call CONCACAF. Yeah, it's such a beautiful name, CONCACAF Bennett.
CONCACAF Bennett. It's a quite good name, actually.
That child won't be marred and savagely beaten on the schoolyard at all.
Yeah.
It'll be very popular. Hey, CONCACAF, what are you doing tonight?
Yeah, Conca.
It's about confidence, and it's about whether this US team, a young team, a fearless team, a CONCACAF-y team, an athletic team, an up-and-down team, a hard-running team, a 90 minutes team, can take the field with the confidence. That's why I put this hat on, David. Yeah,
I think they can. I think the US will be confident. I think they'll believe, and I think they'll run the little con socks off. Jurgen did send you a very nice little email, Rog.
Yeah, we can't talk about that, though,
But he did send a lovely email in which he sort of revealed to you his state of mind. He's fully confident. He knows they're going to go up. He didn't send that. But we know that he's going to fight.
Hold that side. Do your Scooby-Doo impression. Pull it that way.
Okay.
Do your Scooby-Doo impression again.
No, I'm not. I'm not going to do it again.
One more time. It's Fear not, America. Fear not. Godspeed.
Godspeed.